Finally going out for some coconut today. I really needed this. I'm being overrun with digital work, and it takes a toll, you know. So yeah, if you learn something, let it be astrotheology. That's the conclusion I'm getting to. Because if you're going to learn anything that they teach you in school, that's not like a hard trade or engineering or something like this, it's practically useless. Especially for a spiritual kind of journey, all knowledge is actually kind of useless. It's more how you carry yourself while the knowledge comes in, right? But if there is a learning, let it be astrotheology. The meeting of the ideas about the gods and the celestial heavens and how the stars move. What better thing to learn about? What better thing to teach? So on and so forth. So yeah, I'm happy to announce that I will be Santos's short editor. So we'll see how that goes. Not getting really paid too high, but you know, we're gonna work that out and change as the videos take off. But otherwise, it's looking pretty dang good. I really respect Santos, and again, he admits that knowledge can only take you so far. But again, he's teaching the best knowledge out there, right? The conduit, the circuit, you know, the circle of Galilee, how energy moves, you know, it is the stars, it is the torus field. So yeah, I don't mind contributing some of my labor when I'm not harvesting coconuts, that is. So cool. And how did he figure out about me? Well, he was my edits of him. And then he decided to make that decision. So I'm just going to check the here. So yeah, which of the precarious salvation. That's the hottest topic that anyone can talk about right now. Because even like people that, you know, are better than others in this space of teaching the occult, if you will, and the subtle arts, is John Zerka. But he always glosses over this fact, you know, this Jesus lie, if you will, you know, it's the sun, it's astrotheology. It's not one material physical being, it's the entire metaphysical movement, and we're trying to reduce it down to a being, when in reality what we're distracting from is that every being can embody this universe and can embody flow. So why are we narrowing it down into one and everyone else is sinners, and we ignore the verses that says go forth and sin no more, that ye are gods, Christ in you, all these verses we ignore, right? And we just focus on this narrowed down existence that limits us. And I don't accept conclusions so easily. I don't think you should either. If everyone was a little more skeptical and a little bit more discerning, we wouldn't be in this mess. So those are some of the intense thoughts I'm walking out right now, because it does get me worked up, right? It's like people want to talk about everything except for the fact that our religions are blinding us when they're supposed to enlighten us and bring us closer to the heavens. But instead we get further from the heavens into some random concept that man edited. You know, because it's one thing if the Bible was written by God, but it seems like the Bible is a philosophical, psychological, theological study on the mythos that exists in man's mind. The journey of the soul, if you will. And those are two different things. Because God is something entirely also separate from what we think up. It's not only what we think, it's what we don't think as well, you know? You know, God thinks about all the things that we don't think about. Or the creative force. Because when we say God, we again materialize it and make it a man. Like a man in heaven flying around like Superman. Which could be true. I like to also say that all of us put together is probably God, something like it. Because if we really work together as countries, as the human race, man, what we could accomplish is truly unimaginable. truly something a God can imagine. That's what would happen if we worked together and not be so selfish. Anyhow, so that's the news. I've always been an editor, and I've tried editing for other people before, never liked it. But Santos, I think I can sacrifice because he's sacrificing for something greater anyway. So I'm willing to make that sacrifice for syncretism, to sync all the people's beliefs and all of their conflicts, to sync them back up. It's like a cacophony, right? Like when you make music, you gotta sync up. So if you're not in sync, well, that's war. There's many wars. So which tree are we going up today? How about this one? Maybe too old. I need to find a full one that I didn't pick recently. Because all of these, they're just too young or too old since I've been here. When you're not there, the fruits are formed. When you're there, you keep eating all the fruits before they form. Hapon! Looks like nobody's home. This is Manito's house. I think his name is Manito. Yeah, I need a bit of daily exercise so I don't go insane, because when I'm just stuck in a house having to do all the computer work, man, it really piles up. Do I go for this tree again? I went up it last time with the full vlog the other day. Today's going to be more of a talking vlog. I'm just going to film short snippets of me harvesting. I don't think those are ready. Maybe these. Looks like I've been up it before. Okay, I'm gonna go try this one. So you guys, I'll see you at the top. Check out that view. Hot damn. That's something else, no? Crazy. Crazy guy, this guy. A wind blowing now. It's really nice and cool, at least, even though it's kind of dangerous. Let me cover the mic because I know the wind's going to be blowing on you. Harvest one before the wind speeds up. What the hell? Yikes, that's a lot of wind. Check it out. So I gotta focus on not falling because this is crazy level. As you can see on the there. A lot of my coconuts pop though. That's the only problem. Great view. 10 out of 10. Alright, I'm heading down. So it looks like we got 2 popped. One I opened at the top. One nutty eating that I also opened at the top. And maybe like 7 of these were taken down. Looks like. Let's see, 6. Yeah, 6 in the bag. Is it 7? Oh, maybe this is 8. Collecting them coconuts. There we go. Yes, sir. Thanks, buddy.